And Captain Dylan Hubbard.
Good morning, Tampa Bay 970 WFLA.
I can tell it's going to be a great show, folks.
It's going to be here until 8 o'clock.
Unfortunately, only until 8 o'clock.
Maybe fortunately for our listeners. Phone lines are open here. Questions, comments, fishing reports, bring them right here. 1-800-969-9352. The legendary Derek DeBose, the man on the other side of the wall. His will be the first voice you hear. Again, phone lines are open. Lots of stuff to get to, lots of stuff to cover. It is a Real Animals Junior Pro Staff Awards Ceremony Saturday, giving away $10,000 in scholarship money, courtesy of our good friends at Yamaha Outboards and 6a-8a Florida. So that's going to be cool. What's the weather look like besides hot?
Hot and wet. Very rainy weekend ahead.
Massive rain. We had massive rain last night, but last couple nights
don't worry. It's going to get worse. Today is pretty scattered. It's going to be pretty rainy throughout most of the day today. Not terribly consistent, but pretty scattered. Tomorrow's going to be a lot more consistent with considerable amount of rain. Monday, it dries out a little bit for us. The rest of the week is looking pretty average for summertime conditions. Overall, though, this week is looking pretty good. The rain this weekend is due to that remnants of that potential tropical disturbance. They were forecasting potentially another little depression or something trying to form on top of us, and that's pretty much broke up. There's not really much thinking or thought around any real development, but that tropical moisture is just ramped up. Dave Osterberg on Friday, we were doing the fishing report for Fox 13, and he was making the analogy that the atmosphere is like a cup of water, right? And right now that cup of water is slap full of all this tropical moisture. And then every day it's so hot, there's evaporation adding more water to that cup, and there's no choice other than to just start overflowing. So that's pretty much what's happening the next 48 hours, and then it's going to calm down into Monday. So pretty moderate week, very warm, but a lot of this rain over this weekend should hopefully help kind of make things a little bit more temperate next week. None of those crazy high temperatures. It's not going to be cool by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't think it will be as unbearable. I think it'll be a little bit cooler, and hopefully it'll help the inshore water temperatures kind of a little bit.
The water temp had already come down some.
Yesterday morning was nice.
Yeah, the water temp came down. The battle I think we were having was the full moon, and then we were battling obviously water that was pretty dirtied up.
Yeah,
there was so much rain,
and that's not gonna change.
Right,
that's gonna get worse.
That deluge really dirtied things up. So that made it a little bit tougher yesterday. It was just a tough week. We caught some fish, but just having to really grind through it. And you know, you were saying before the show, you know, you almost got to change your times. You got to fish a little bit earlier, which is a good idea. You know, I was on the water in the dark every day this week, catching bait, trying to pick up as early as I could. But your bite's over, you know, 9:30, 10 o'clock, especially on this full moon. That bite kind of shuts down, and then it's not going to fire off again until that tide starts to go out.
I would say 9, 10 o'clock all the way to 3, 4 o'clock. It's tough inshore.
Tough.
Near shore and offshore, sometimes you can get a little bit of a push depending on whether it was cloudy that night. If it was really cloudy overnight, which it has been, then it kind of lessens that full moon effect during the day, especially offshore and deeper water where they really need a lot of moonlight to make it bright at the bottom, you know. So that's one thing you got to remember with these full moon patterns is, yes, generally offshore the night bite is really good around a full moon, but if you get a really cloudy overcast night, that totally
change it up.
Yeah, throws it into a big kerfuffle.
Kerfuffle.
I just wanted to use that word for
I guess
some reason.
you did.
Yeah.
Wow.
But ultimately, the fishing offshore and nearshore has been amazing. I mean, we've had some of the best catches really of the year. Amazing piles of fish, and we're fishing a little deeper as red snapper season continues. We have red snapper open all month this month, and people have been hammering them, so we need a little bit more distance, a little bit more depth to get out there and stay on top of a big biomass of fish. And man, we got out there and we found some mangrove snapper. We found some mutton snapper. So the 39-hour trips are averaging 5-6 pound mangroves.
Ooh.
We had one trip where we had easily, I would say, close to 50 mangrove snapper that were over 10 pounds.
What?
Yes. Yeah, we had one mangrove snapper that was almost 13 pounds.
Jeez.
I mean, these are just horses. And then you're catching a dozen plus mutton snapper, 8 to 10 pounds. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, a 10-pound mangrove snapper.
Just retire.
It doesn't.
That's
it
top of the
doesn't
line.
get much sexier than that. It really doesn't.
And looking at 50 of them on deck.
But here's the other thing.
If
If you're on fish that size, how many 5s are you catching?
Yeah, right.
5-pound mangoes are absolutely perfect.
It's been crazy. I mean,
that's
truly unbelievable.
insanity.
Yeah,
Good.
and the current hasn't been too crazy. We got a 44-hour out there right now, so fingers and toes crossed. They're not dealing with too much current, and they should be absolutely destroying the fish again.
Good deal. I'm glad somebody's catching them because the week was my week was tough. We were grinding through it, boy. There's no doubt about it. So weather update brought to you by our good friends at Reese Windows and Doors. As always, they're Florida's leading window and door company, over 50 years in business. Free installation. Most windows and doors installed in just 6 to 8 weeks. Only in-house installers, no freelance contractors. Double lifetime warranty, which means you never pay for warranty. When you sell your house, the warranty transfers to the new owners, which adds value to their home. Visit reesewindows.com for more information. Love the people at Reese Windows and Doors. Good stuff, man. That's good.
Yeah,
I'm glad it's
fishing.
good out there. You know what's cool? I was thinking about this too early. Preseason football.
Oh, yeah.
Buccaneers start today.
It's starting.
You know what that means? It means
I've lost my business partner and my wife.
for the inshore guy, that means that the better fishing is right around the corner. That's what it means. And so is deer hunting.
Yep.
Which is another bonus.
And for me, it just messes up my Sunday night show. Then I got to worry about when the Bucks play. And yeah, football season's fun though.
He's just not that into it, huh?
It's fun. It's fun to watch.
I
enjoy it.
What about Derek DeBose? Derek,
not super fired up.
Derek,
about
are you into it? Are you as into it as I am? It's football season, dog. Talk to me. Derek's like, he never talks to me. Why is he talking to me? I'm scrambling to get to the microphone.
Yeah, I like watching a football game. I'll sit there and watch it, but I don't plan my days around it.
Yeah, see, I do. Yeah. My whole entire week.
We are all aware. We know.
Home opener at Lambeau Field.
Yeah, you're excited.
We're at Lambeau for the home opener. Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Yeah,
Detroit Lions coming in the Lambeau. We will be there.
So you're flying out, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Flying
Counting
in.
down the days?
Yes, sir.
I don't know. It should be an interesting year with everything shaking up.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
I can't wait. But it's just exciting when you see it. Again, you get to, you start to see those preseason games happen and things are.
It seems like there's a lot of teams this year that have a good shot.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, you got the 49ers, the Cardinals, the Eagles. There's a lot of good teams.
A lot of good teams.
So it should be a good season.
I
don't like it when it's like, oh, well, starting out, we know who's going to win it all.
No, for sure. Yeah. No, it'll be interesting. And the Bucs got as good a shot as anybody.
Yeah.
It's a really, really good Buccaneer team. They're deep. They're talented.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be really interesting to see how this comes together. Hopefully that offense can, even with the loss of the offensive coordinator, hopefully they can, by bringing in an in-house guy, hopefully they can just.
And they have a lot of vets in a lot of different
veterans.
places. I mean, the O-line is solid with Tristan and his team.
Yep.
Baker's been there a while now. The wide receiver core with Mike. I mean, it's going to be pretty solid, even if they have a change.
And Godwin, you don't know when Chris Godwin's going to be back, but this first-round rookie looks amazing. Ibuka looks ridiculous, so it's going to be fun. Can't wait. Mm-hmm. Let's drop a phone call in real quick. I got a funny feeling that our boy is getting ready to get on the water, so let's check in with Donald in Lutz here real quick. Donald, how are you this morning?
All right, you are so correct. I am at Fort DeSoto Beach Launch right now. I'm about to get my kayak off the trailer and go do some fishing for a couple of hours. And then I'm going to head on over to Gator Gyms to the award ceremony. Yeah.
Come see us.
So
Good.
I figured
Perfect.
come see everybody and hang out for a bit.
Good deal.
And then go back to the beach launch, fish more for a few hours, and then fire up the griddle for some cheeseburgers and hot dogs.
You're the man,
Nice.
brother. You're the man. All right. Well, good luck, buddy. We'll see you here in a couple hours, 9:30 at Gator Gyms for the Real Animals Junior Pro Staff Award Ceremony. Can't wait to see everybody. You're the man.
Yep. Yeah. So it's only 15 minutes away from here. So
Yeah, you're close.
Awesome.
You're close. 3301 Pinellas Point Drive is where Gator Gyms is. So, all right, buddy. We'll see you in a little bit. Be safe.
All right. You guys take care. Yep. Thanks a lot. And we'll see what happens. Maybe we might get that tag red.
You might catch him up. I
Good
hope
luck,
you do.
buddy.
I caught a couple of redfish there this week.
Mike said the fishing's super hot around Fort DeSoto.
Red hot. You should stroke them. It'll be ridiculous. You might want to just wear a helmet. If you're in a kayak, you can take a fish right to the side of the head. It's so crazy right there, right now. Phone lines are open.
The positivity is overflowing on this show today.
We've got Captain Ben on the line on the other side. Hopefully we'll hear from you as well. 1-800-969-9352. Fall cannot get here soon enough. We'll be back. I was trying not to show that. I guess it oozed out.
It was overflowing.
Fucking place is terrible right now. Ran all over that bitch for freaking 4 days. Sucked ass. I think we just lost a bunch of fish.
Dude, if I was fishing around Fort DeSoto right now, I'd be floating through Bunces if it was daytime, you know? That pass has to be choked with snook.
Yeah.
And
you know how many boats are in there?
1 million. Yeah.
Dude, everywhere you fucking go, it's either fucking boats or fucking kayaks. I mean, it just is what it is.
Yeah.
It just is what it is.
Yeah.
And you can run across. Like, okay, hey, today I'm just going to run across. You get all the way over there, boats everywhere.
Mm.
It might get a little better now that school's going to start in Hillsborough County.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll help some, but it's terrible. Terrible.
Schools are starting in Pinellas,
I thought the same thing the other day. I went to Conception Key because we caught a couple reds there the day before. Caught one. I was like, okay, try to sit and be patient, like 40 minutes. I caught one. Then I'm like, hey, Bunces, tide's moving. Bunces passed. Let's get in there. Dude, I rolled in that thing. I'm like, boat, kayaks. I'm like, okay. I went and tried some stuff that I just hadn't looked at that I thought, well, it might be good. We're on a big moon. You get back there, there's no life. We have no mullet. Fort DeSoto is almost devoid of mullet right now. I think we just lost a bunch of fish. I mean, there was some fish in there, but it just went. The moon came, and you get them big highs and those big lows. Those fish have to move. And then fish just went scattered. The only bite I had consistent all week was like speckled trout and silver trout. The mackerel bite's terrible over there. I mean, if you get out on the markers, there's a bunch of silver trout, a bunch of small specks.
You know what's been interesting is Scott and Amy, beach fishing gurus.
Oh, yeah.
They're sending me pictures of solid mangrove snapper. And Scott, and I was like, dude, after like the third one, I was like, bro, are you fishing some rock pile? Like, he's like, no, there's just schools of mangrove snappers cruising the beach. And I was like, what? That's odd. Yeah. So mangroves, hordes of mangroves are just cruising the beach and they're sight fishing them like piranhas. Isn't that crazy?
It's unartificial too.
No, they normally use shrimp, live shrimp.
Oh, that's right.
But still, it seems super odd.
The couple of passes there on the beach, bunches covered in boats and all the really key spots where those fish like to stack up.
Yeah, our ferry pulls up in the best fishing spot.
It really does. I have to look at the name on the side of it so I don't cuss it anything. It just, Irma Pass, and there's boats everywhere.
Yeah.
And even if there isn't boats there, when you get there, they're going to run you over as they come in.
Yeah.
It's just, the manners, the lack of professionalism is so off the chart. It's crazy. Crazy. Anyone that's getting into the charter business right now has lost their mind. I mean, not for you guys. You're out there, where you can at least get away.
Not really. There's just as many boats out there too. And nowadays with
the
that's true. There's some optimism.
No waiters.
Anderson and Dylan Hubbard.
Welcome back. 623 here at the iHeartMedia Empire. You know, it's that time of year. All this rain coming. Is your roof ready for it? Well, our good friends at Affordable Roofing Systems can definitely make that happen. Shingle, metal, tile, flat roofs, repairs, replacements. Nobody does it better. Over 3 decades of roofing experience. Let Affordable Roofing Systems guide you through this important process. Listen, now's the time. More storms are coming. It's going to get worse by the minute. Give them a call today at 1-888-397-ROOF to get you a free estimate, or visit them online at affordableroofingflorida.com. Let's go to the phones here. Let's check in with Captain Ben. Benny, how are you?
Yeah, I'm a little was worried you guys are going to catch me going across the Howard Franklin here this morning.
Yeah, where you going, buddy?
Well, I got an invite. Captain Rooster Curry told me that they're jumping in the boat, and I better get down there. And of course, there's trout, and we've got some redfish on the docks. And
oh, good.
We talked last night. We've got mangrove snapper in a place that's not a secret. But it takes a couple old guys to convince them to go for a boat ride in the cooler. I've always said that some of the hardest fish to catch are the ones you can see and they can see you.
Yeah.
Sure.
So presentation and scent and light line, it all comes pretty tricky to convince them to take something they know that's bad for them, but they just can't resist it. But the biggest reason I wanted to call was, man, I got to step up my weather report. Kerfuffle and temperate, and there was a glass full of water, and then Dave Osterberg.
So that's the difference between Saturday and Sunday.
It's hot and probably going to rain. But I was picturing this glass overflowing and spilling all over the place, and the rain is flooding, and I got homework.
Well, we appreciate it, Ben. Thank you.
Dylan's putting the pressure on you, big fella. Good stuff. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Tap old Cam Rooster Curry on the head for me. We appreciate you calling, bro. And tell Rooster he's the only guy I know catching fish, because my week was terrible. Tell him thanks for the phone call. I could have used an update.
Yeah, he called while I was on hold. Maybe I can get him to give you a report.
Yeah, tell him to call in and give us a report. That'd be great. I'd like to yell at him online for not calling me while I was getting my tail kicked in at Fort DeSoto. I could have ran over there and caught a few fish. That would have helped me out.
You got it. Thanks, guys. Great show.
Have fun today, bud.
Captain Big Ben Marshall there. That's very funny, actually. Let's go real quick. Let's jump into a real quick here. Let's get a Big Pine Key report. Captain Mike Curry. Michael, how are you?
Good morning, y'all. How you doing?
Doing well, buddy.
We're
How
good.
are you?
If by the grace of God, I hope to be headed your way Monday morning. We'll see. I'm supposed to head down there to Duck Key to get some fishing.
I was thinking about your trip. After you're done down here, you may call me up and say, Mike, can I leave the boat at your house and just drive straight? You leave and drive straight to your hunting spot, because, buddy, let me tell you something. You're going to be hot. There's no doubt about it.
I've been hot all week, and the bite's been terrible. So if I could get down there and catch some fish and be hot, I'd be okay with that.
Oh, well, you'll get some fish. Our bite's still remaining pretty good offshore. The mangrove snapper, we're having the same thing like Dylan's having on the Atlantic side. We're getting big mangrove snapper. My average size is 4 to 6 pounds, but we're getting, plenty of fish in the 8 and 9 pound range. We did have one that Dylan beat us this week. We had one that was 12.5, so on the scale. So
that's a stud.
We're still getting plenty of mangoes and everything. Dylan, I had a quick question. Have you ever had anybody get hit by a flying fish when you're going out or coming in on the boat?
That's a great question.
Our boats are a little bit high. So it's,
right, I know. I mean, it'd have to be a horse of a flying fish.
I've had plenty of flying fish on the bow of the Florida when it's rough, like 6-8 foot. On the ride in, we'll get the bow. You'll get 2 or 3 flying fish in the morning when you're picking up rods. You're like, huh, that's funny. But no, getting hit by one, no. Not recently.
I had one skip off the bow yesterday and tag a woman, and I said, "Look at the imprint it made. You got to get a tattoo of that." I got hit by a flying fish in the Florida Keys, and she started laughing.
Yeah,
It snapped her.
you get pooped on by a bird. That's apparently good luck. If you get hit in the face by a flying fish, that's got to be like you got to go buy a
That's
lottery
world
ticket.
class.
Yeah.
You're in it to win it.
Got her on the arm. And one other quick question before I hang up to you two hunters. How come we don't see gun racks in the back of trucks? This was a conversation on the boat yesterday for an hour. How come we don't see gun racks in the back of trucks like we used to anymore?
Because people break into your truck.
So listen, because we really want to keep doing this show, I'm not going to comment on this topic.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
I'm sure we'll make some people mad with my take on that.
Yeah.
No problem.
I don't even put
for tomorrow.
stickers. I don't even put stickers on the back of my truck that make people think you're 2A happy because that makes your truck a target.
For sure.
People try to break into your truck.
Well,
yeah.
I apologize
for
bringing it up. I
Mm-hmm.
should have known better. But Mike, have a safe trip down. I hope your fishing goes good. Can't wait to see the show. Who are you fishing with, by the way?
I'm fishing with Rich Tudor's kid, Reed Tudor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, out of Hawks Cay. So a little saltwater experience going to reign over on Real Animals, and we're going to hopefully get a show in. We'll see. We're still looking at the win, but that's the plan. All right, brother. You the man. Thank you, partner.
All right,
Appreciate
guys,
you.
Take care. God bless, and tight line.
There's your report from the beautiful Florida Keys. Captain Mike Perry. Phone lines are open here, 1-800-969-9352. Let's talk fishing. Light them up. We'll be back.
From the local Lexus dealers, WFLA News Desk.
Amanda Hawley's down there fishing with him again. Yeah. She goes down there like almost twice a year now to film with the guy for the shows, which I don't understand. Yeah.
But he's been doing it a long time. I just don't think he's a great personality. But George is done. He's been a staple.
He's out of Hawks Cay too, right?
I don't have any idea. I can't tell you the last time I saw his show.
Florida is updating how state corrections officials should handle federal immigration detainees at non-correctional facilities such as Alligator Alcatraz. The decision was made after a civil rights attorney claimed detainees had limited access to attorneys and immigration courts. With Florida,
that was a show.
I'm Tim Adkins.
Visit your local Lexus dealer or go to Lexus.com to find a dealer nearest you. Summer isn't just a season. It's a feeling.
Robert Donnelly, what can I expect to catch on a 10-hour trip? Lane snapper, hopefully a good number of lane snapper, maybe a couple mangroves, maybe a couple red grouper, a lot of white grunts or gray snapper porgies. So a lot of the gray snapper porgies, maybe a good number of lanes, couple mangroves, couple vermilion, couple red grouper.
From the O2.com Traffic Center, O2.com, the only business software you need.
Paul Brown said, deer sausage just around the corner, Dylan. Time to put your order in for fresh sausage.
I need to get some out. I have some in the house for you.
Oh.
I looked as I pulled it out. I pull it out on Sundays, and I'm like, I gotta remember to tell Dylan to bring his cooler.
Alan said you can't legally transport a rifle outside of the case anymore.
I don't think it's always been, you should always have it in a case. I don't think you can.
Well, he's a police officer, so I'm not going to argue with him.
I don't think you can transport those guns in your car without them being in a case. It's different than a handgun. I don't think. You don't want just rifles just laying around the backseat of the vehicle. Just like your handgun.
I'm not going to say anything further.
Why? You do.
they make things for the back of your seat where the rifle hangs on it. That way it's easy access. And then when you get somewhere, you put it in the case.
Into a pouch?
No, it's like a mole thing for the back of your seat. Mole webbing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure that'd be okay in every state. Maybe. But you're right. Alan probably knows better than the rest of us.
He knows better than me. But that's why I have a legal tint. can't see my rack.
DraftKings is all about responsible gaming. It's more fun when it's for fun. So play responsibly. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
And Hubbard, Packers Jets at 8. That's right, Al McCullough. You know I'll be watching that tonight. Packers Jets.
Chris Myers and his guys service all brands.
Great Chris Myers.
Mm-hmm.
Repairs, maintenance, and full replacements. They send out technicians, not salesmen, because they prove that long-lasting customer relationship that will hold up over time. Call 813-655.
Preseason against the Titans.
Find out for yourself why Ace Heating and Cooling is the easy choice.
Most of the time preseason, though, a lot of people don't even play.
Yeah, a lot of the starters, so they play very little. They played mostly in the last one, just a couple of series to get ready.
Mm-hmm.
Guys are making too much money. You only risk them in a game that don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Don't blame them.
And you've saved at least $250,000 for retirement. The Talon Comprehensive Financial Plan, it's 100% complimentary.
Yeah, I hope I get to go to the Keys. I hope I can, Sunday, I hope I can get all the stuff done I got to get done.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get the boat, get it to the house, and just go through it and make sure everything's right.
What, you're concerned about wind for Monday?
Look, the wind's for Tuesday and Wednesday down at Dub Key.
Mm.
It looks like it's going to blow, it could blow 10 to 15 is what they're calling for. And in the skiff, it's not a big deal in a bay boat, but
Yeah.
When you hire for an EPA for your injury case, we make the process easy for you to monitor. We provide you our app so that you can monitor your anytime. Call 1-800-FRENETI, we're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete. Old Porter here to tell you that FAS Exteriors to install my windows and doors right here in Tampa Bay. Their expert team of window and door installers made the entire project seamless. Final inspection. Since 2005, FAS Exteriors has earned their spot as Tampa's top-rated exterior expert. Upgrade your home with the team that delivers excellence. Visit FASWD.com and trust the leader in exterior. Innovative Pools and Spa brings you over 35 years of experience building pools in the Tampa Bay area, and they're continuing the legacy of their father's company, which was recognized as a top pool builder in the Tampa Bay area for 35 years. Plus, they're continuing to raise the bar in pool construction, design, and features. They have an unparalleled passion for the industry. Call them today at 727-788-1650 or visit them online at innovativepoolsandspa.net for an estimate. See why Innovative Pools and Spa is the top choice for families in our community.
This is the Bartow Real Animals Radio Show, presented by Hubbard's Marina. Now your captains, Mike Anderson and Dylan Hubbard.
welcome back. 6:36 here. The iHeartMedia Empire. Again, it's a Buccaneer preseason opener Saturday. Looking forward to that. Hope you guys are having a blessed start to your weekend. OCC Roadhouse Real Animals Fishing Conversation. Always the fourth Tuesday of the month now. We are going to be there August 26th, 7 to 9 p.m. Captain Jeff Hageman of the Florida Insider Fishing Report will be my guest. I've known Jeffrey for, I don't know, my entire career, 25 plus years. One of the best in the business. He truly is. Just a great guy. Going to be super interesting. Loves to get in there and do seminars and teach. Does a lot of fishing. A lot of really, really good fishing. I've seen him win big redfish tournaments. I've seen him win big tarpon tournaments. I know he's got a bunch of offshore experience, billfish, bottom fishing, all kinds of stuff. So we got a good one coming out. Make sure you join us. The OCC Roadhouse does a great job. The food, the atmosphere,
Amazing.
Everything is perfect for just this type of thing. So coming out, if you haven't been to one yet, we've got room for you. Come on out. We've had a really good showing, about 100 to 130 people showing up to every one of these things. So, but we got plenty of room. So come on out and join us again. This morning we're going to be at Gator Jim's Fishing Tackle at 9:30. The Real Animals Junior Pro Staff Award Ceremony will start, giving away Bull Bay rods, Ingle coolers, Gator Jim gift certificates, and of course scholarships, college scholarships, thanks to 6a-8a Florida and Yamaha Outboards, each donating $5,000 to this $10,000 scholarship pool we got.
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Gator Gyms is such a great location, too. It's really unique out front there, plenty of room. And then, man, it's wild every time I walk in there. How much they fit in there.
Yeah.
What deals they have going on.
Stuffed to the gills.
It is incredible. It is. If you haven't stopped by Gator Gyms, it is definitely, in my opinion, like a destination tackle shop.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Every time I go through that area, I'm always like, I got a few minutes.
And the reality is, and I've said this for years, the Bay Area is covered
in tackle shops,
in world class, in my opinion. And I've
100%.
been, my whole career plus my whole life, I've been visiting tackle stores, because I think they're amazing, and there just really is multiple world class tackle stores in the Bay Area that have been here for a very, very long time that do tackle right.
And they have employees that work there that
are fishy,
knowledgeable, that have been there for a really long time. I mean, you can think of a local tackle shop and a face comes to mind, right?
For sure.
That is the face of that tackle shop and is always there to help. And
our guy down at Fisherman's Hut, we haven't heard from him in a while.
Tim? Because we're working him to the bone.
Oh, okay.
He made the mistake of joining the Hubbard's Marina family.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oops.
He got in. He runs a shark trip, so he probably got home last night about 2 a.m.
Okay.
So he's probably sleeping.
We need to set his alarm clock.
Yeah. And when he's not doing the shark trips, he's on 39 hours a lot. So.
Oh, okay.
He's a fishy cat.
Yeah, he's a very fishy cat.
Yeah. He went out on a 39-hour maybe a week and a half ago, and him and two buddies, and they were slow pitch jig fishing. And, man, we got up on this spot right before sunrise, right in that, tuna time, and they jigged up. I think the boat had 5-6 tuna caught.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, just crushing those nice big black fins on the slow pitch, which is pretty cool.
Love that.
And been seeing some big scamp. We got one scamp that was over 16 pounds.
Wow.
Just unit of a scamp grouper.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Well, hopefully you are settled in to join us this morning around 7 o'clock. We are going to talk with Captain Chris Whitman from Captains for Clean Water. We are going to dig into this rock mine a little bit, ordeal. I want to get some more information on it, so we're going to go straight to one of the sources anyway, Captains for Clean Water. So Chris is going to join us at 7 a.m. here. We're going to get him on the line and chit-chat about this rock mine, and then tomorrow morning we're going to chit-chat with him some more, so hopefully I can learn some about it today and maybe come up with some more questions for him tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Let's go to the phones here real quick. Let's check in with one of our favorites. Let's go to Alan in St. Pete. Alan, what's up, brother?
Morning, gentlemen. How we doing?
We're good, buddy.
We're good, man. I got to go downstairs now and put that gun in my back of my truck in a case.
I'm not saying anything again.
Yeah. Well, every place is different, and even in Florida, county to county, things change. You just got to know where you're at. And there's a whole plain reach law rules and all kinds of stuff. It's basically just common sense.
Right.
Most cops, when they pull you over, if they see it and you're not obviously able to, you're not making a move for it or anything, you're not going to have a problem with it. But
Right.
things have changed because this is interesting. I grew up on the west side of Jacksonville, Florida. And when I was 14, I went to a flea market and purchased a 22 single-shot rifle for $25. And I walked with it in my hand, no case, 4 miles back to my house. No one said a word to me.
Amen.
Right.
It didn't even raise any suspicion. But granted, I'm terribly old. But
dude,
it's
so
just amazing how times have changed.
I'm not that old, right? And I remember as a kid, I had a break barrel pellet rifle, and I was paid to exterminate the green parrots around the neighborhood. And
my God.
I would drive around my bicycle with this pellet gun on my back in suburbia.
Yeah.
And it was never
I don't
a
know
challenge.
if I tell people that now, Dylan.
Yeah, green parrots, you used to get paid to get rid of them. Yeah.
Oh,
the city
my
was
goodness.
paying for them.
They would lynch you.
No, it's an invasive species.
in central Wisconsin, when I was just in high school, before I had a vehicle, I would literally, from where we lived to pretty decent little creeks and ponds, was a bike ride.
Yeah.
I used to have my shotgun out of the case, driving down the road on my bicycle.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, obviously geared up with my hunting gear on. Me and my buddies would meet and drive from little cornfield pond to cornfield pond and sneak in there and try and jump wood ducks and pheasants and all that stuff. So to me, it's bizarre.
Different world.
Yeah, totally different world. I mean, just packing a shotgun, driving on, and nobody would, again, I'd never heard anybody say anything about it. So
I think it was in the early 70s you could buy a Chevy truck, and it came with a Winchester 94 and a gun rack already mounted in the back windshield. It was called like the sportsman's package or the outdoorsman package.
The good old days.
Yeah.
No, I've never heard that before. That's awesome.
There's ads for it.
The good old days. Now your vehicle should come with a security package: 2 hand grenades, some pistols, a bazooka, an AR.
A nice push bar on the front.
That's
for
right.
Getting protesters out of the way.
That's right. The zombie apocalypse version.
He's giving me heat about birds, and he's talking about pushing protesters out of the way. Come on, Alan.
Just zombie protesters.
Well, that's different. One of them is a worthwhile species, and the other one is not.
Yeah, we're going to change gears on that, Alan. Thanks for calling, buddy. We're going to get in all kinds of trouble.
Y'all have a good one.
Hey, you too,
See you,
buddy.
buddy.
Good stuff. Okay, so the fishing anyway.
Yeah. Classic.
Spectacular. Headed for the Keys on Monday. Good Lord willing.
Yeah, it should be good down there. I mean,
hope so.
The snapper fishing has been crazy. The mahi, man, we had a Flying Hub 2 private charter. It was a 6-hour trip, and they only were fishing maybe 18 to 25 miles, and they had about 10 mahi, and they were not chickens. I mean, they were all gaffin-sized fish. It's really crazy, the mahi bite that we're seeing right now off of Central West Florida, and I've heard down in the Keys it's only that much better.
Wow.
Yeah, so pretty wild, man.
We'll be
and
inshore
we're seeing
if I
the
catch
sailfish too.
I'm taking the skiff, the KO down, so it's going to tailing redfish and 10 to 15 pound tarpon is the word on the street. So we'll see what happens. I'm always nervous about the backside of the moon. It's my least favorite time to fish. So
backside of the full moon.
But it's the Keys backside of the full moon. Yeah, the he didn't even blink. Like, hey, come on. I'm like, okay, well, we'll see. Plus,
always figure something out in the Keys.
Worst case scenario, I'll be at Hawks Cay.
Yeah,
in the Keys. So that's
Food
not
there.
so bad.
There's a restaurant right at the beginning, right there, right where the boat is.
Okay,
that restaurant, killer.
I heard,
and
it's
they
good.
do cook your own fish too.
I heard it's good. Yeah,
It's not good. It's great.
Some of the Belfour guys that were down there doing some work for the Hurricanes, the food at Hawks Cay is exceptional.
Yeah, that one restaurant is insane. I loved it. We stayed there for the FWC commission meeting, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Good. I'm looking forward to it. Let's check in real quick here with our good friend Captain Ray Markham, one of the best artificial anglers on the west coast of Florida. Ray, how are you, buddy?
Well, at the moment I'm dry, but I don't have a whole lot of hope for that to be lasting long. I'll get a lot of showers coming up the coast, but it's been really kind of a weird week, and the incoming tide in the morning has been relatively slow. We pop a few redfish, but actually when the tide started turning to go back out, that's when things started turning on. We got pretty good action with some trout up to about 18, 19 inches. I think our biggest redfish was 23.
Okay.
But scad's a ladyfish. Lots of ladyfish.
Well, it sounds like you had a better week than I had. My week was terrible.
Probably not. I mean, we were dodging rain part of the day and sitting under bridges and stuff, but we're going to try it again.
That's never good.
And see what happens. So I see you got Captains for Clean Water coming in, huh?
Yeah, we're going to try and just, I'd like to get their take on this. I know they're big time against this rock mine. I'm trying to figure out exactly what's going on with that. I don't know that much about it, so figured we might as well dial into the captain's guys and get their take on it, and then the rest of us can make our own opinions.
Good deal.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
that sounds like a plan.
Yeah. I mean, it's the best way, in my opinion, to do it. Just kind of dig in and see what this thing's all about, and then try to make a an educated opinion. Right now, I've got no clue what the whole concept is down there. So,
it's such a long thing about it's been going on for ages and ages, and it's all got to do with the Everglades and everything else. So, even the guys down in the Keys are being affected by changes in water direction, amount of volume, and everything else. And so I'm sure he'll cover it, and we'll all know better.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to check it out. So, good stuff, Ray Markham. We appreciate you, brother. Good call.
Tight lines today.
I'm passing Jim Bickle plays right now.
All right.
We'll catch you later.
Be good,
See you,
my
buddy.
friend.
Bye.
That is a very mirror-lury fishy guy right there.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Ray's been catching him on artificial here on the west coast of Florida since before I started in the game.
Yeah, I still can't fathom running a charter business on artificial lure only. That is, he's got dedication.
Yeah,
that's
tough.
great.
It's tough to do, especially staying here. C.A. Richardson, Flats Class TV, C.A. did it here for a while, and then just kind of kept moving north as the crowds came to get away from people and be able to catch more fish on plastic. So it's all good stuff. Phone lines are open here, 1-800-969-9352. We're about 10-15 minutes away from checking in with Chris Whitman from Captains for Clean Water, getting a little intel on this rock mine situation. So keep it dialed in right here at the Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio Show. We'll be back.
A little tough to stand up, huh? He got stuck in his chair. That was funny. Let's see how that 39 hour is doing. Well, let's see if Capt will answer. 44 hour, actually. Oh, man. Let's see, what do we got here? Stop for the peacocks? Yeah, for sure. Does Bull Bay have a breakdown rod? Paul, I'd have to ask. I don't know. I know Salt Strong just came out with a crazy travel rod. It's got like 6 pieces or something like that. And you can make like 3 different rods out of it. Pretty wild. Does Bull Bay have a travel rod? A breakdown travel rod?
I don't think so. I think we've talked about it, but haven't been able to put it together.
There you go.
Welcome back. 6:52 here at the Talking Fishing. 1-800-969-9352. So your Bartow Ford truck there looks pretty simple.
It's getting there. It's getting there. Got the tint done, got the wrap done, so still got some parts to go, but got to be patient.
Not quite tall enough for you yet.
Not quite. Not quite. We're getting there, though.
Yeah.
It's very close.
I was thinking about that when I pulled in the parking lot, the wait to get your, when you're waiting to get your rims and tires and
brutal
lift kit and everything put on your truck is really
It is a very
painful.
tough wait, but I'm not complaining.
Most people are like, I don't even know what they're talking about. Why would they even mention that? But if you've been in a lifted truck for a while, it's really odd to not be in one.
Trust me.
Yeah.
I feel that pain.
Yeah. When I drive the wife's vehicle sometimes, I'm like, this is so weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Like a
It's
go-kart.
interesting, but it's fun. I'm enjoying it. It was cool for a while to have just the stock undercover truck, no wrap, no nothing. I was like, this is kind of nice.
Different.
Incognito.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not normally my style. So
Right. Yeah.
now I'm back in the wrap. So
Loud and proud.
yeah.
I get it. So you were asking me about a travel rod. Did that come through on the...
Yeah.
Facebook
Someone was
feed?
asking if Bull Bay has a breakdown travel rod.
I know we had done a few of them, some prototypes. I don't know if that they ever made any, though. I know our fly rods are, obviously breakdownable, but I don't know about... I don't think we have anything else.
I got you. Salt Strong came out with a crazy travel rod that I'll share in the comments here. It's one like foregrip and backbone, but then they have two different middle pieces and two different top pieces. So it's like you can mix and match and make like a zombie rod.
Really?
You could choose a heavier or a medium backbone. You could choose a lighter or a medium tip.
Okay.
So it's pretty
Depends
interesting.
on what you're going fishing for.
Yeah, so it's like a travel rod that you can mix and match.
In case you're on
Pretty
a
cool.
bridge or something, need a little stiffer rod. That's interesting.
Yeah, really, really cool idea.
Those guys are smart over there.
Man, they're on top of their stuff, that's
Yeah,
for sure.
No doubt.
They don't play around.
No, I like that.
Talk about artificial fishermen, too. Joe and Luke, they did a Salt Strong 39-hour trip. And Joe and Luke have fished with us a few times, and I've fished with them personally quite a few times. And we went out on the 12-hour extreme trip, and it was, I think, one of their first ones, like real deep.
Right.
And Luke comes out with the spinning rods, and one look at him, I'm like, come on, man. Let's use some conventionals. We're going big fish fishing, bud. And he slowly switched over through the day. He was doing some bait fishing. This time when he showed up to the 39-hour, same thing. He rolls up with his snook rods, 5,000 series spinning reels, and they've got soft plastics with jig heads rigged. And I'm looking at him, and he's like, I know what you're going to say. Well, he goes out there and just puts on a clinic, catches more than anybody else on the boat with a 2-ounce jig head and a soft plastic. Just huge mangroves, nice grouper. It was pretty impressive. So they got it figured out, and they are dedicated to their artificial game, and they do it right.
Dedicated to their craft.
Yeah, man.
Let's go to the phones here real quick. We got a couple minutes here. Let's go quick to Ray in St. Pete. Ray, how are you, buddy?
Hey, good morning, guys. I'm very good, thank you. Hey, Bull Bay does make a travel rod. I'm sitting here looking at one right now.
Oh, good. Okay. I thought Kelly Phillips had told me that we had done some. I just wasn't sure. I didn't want to put it out there that we had a bunch left if we don't. I'm not sure, what they have left I don't think they're in the stores, but I think we have some at Bull Bay probably left. So you'd be better off to reach out to Bull Bay Rods, call out there to Lakeland, and make sure that they have it before you make the trip out there, or just make the trip out there if you haven't been out there.
I can put it
Well,
in my
I got
cart
mine
on
at
the store.
Tampa Fishing Outfitters 3 months ago.
You can put it in the cart on the store?
The 6 to 12 pound extra fast 3-piece with case is sold out, but there's a 10 to 17 pound medium heavy power extra fast 3-piece with case. I can put it in my cart
Yeah,
in the
that's
store.
what I've got.
Okay, nice.
And the case is really, really nice, Mike. Really nice.
I should know that.
That's all right.
Yeah, I should know that. I knew we had made one. I just wasn't sure. I don't hear. I was just at ICAST. I didn't see him at ICAST, so it might not be something that we're continuing to do. But we probably, like I said, I knew we had done some, so there's some left, and I just wasn't sure that there weren't any left. So Good stuff.
Oh, okay.
Great call, Ray. You the man.
Hey,
Thanks for setting us
my
straight.
buddy's still catching little tarpon, Mike, up in Hurricane Hole.
Really? Good for him.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody
On
that
fly, so they.
Everybody that caught fish this week, I'm not speaking to y'all. My week was terrible. I thought about taking up golf more times this week than I have in a long time, and I really, really hate golf. Like, hate golf. Like, that would be worse.
Well, don't feel bad. I saw a fish this week.
Me too.
Went fish watching.
I did too. Have a great day, my friend. Great call. Thank you, sir.
All right, bye.
All right, buddy. Yeah, it was a tough week on Captain Mike's feelings. It wasn't great. I just straight up sucked. That's all there is to it.
Straight up.
I mean, just gonna call it what it
I'm
is.
feeling bad for you. I'm being nice this morning. That's how bad.
It's all good.
That's straight up apathy.
Hey, listen. When you suck, you should just be man enough to say, you know what, I suck.
Just embrace the suck.
Yeah. Come home from work, your daughter, I was work today, Daddy. You want to look right at her and go, oh, honey, Daddy sucked today. Daddy, he was terrible.
Dad blew the game.
That's right. I shanked the kick, basically. People been waiting 6 months.
I lost it all. Fumbled on the 1 yard line.
Been waiting 6 months to go fishing with Cap Mike, and I fumbled it up. No doubt. Terrible. We've got Captain Chris Whitman, Captains for Clean Water, on the other side. We'll be back. The Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio Show. Don't touch that down. It's going to be a good one. We'll be back.
By Real Animals Fishing. Number 1 on your car radio preset and the new and improved iHeartRadio.
Not everybody will be that honest.
They want you all to think that they're catching them all the time. Not how it works. Oh no, we suck again. That's terrible, bro. I was so happy when the trip was over Friday. I'm like, I don't have a charter for like 10 days. Thank you, Jesus. So in the meantime, I'm going to the Keys, and then I'm going to Deer King. Doesn't get any better.
All athletes hit a slump, Paul said.
It's very true. Apparently.
Now we're equating charter captains to athletes, guys. Come on now.
Hey! Yeah, bro. Come on, man. Empty travel rod like that. Nice.
A nonprofit search group is helping in the search. The family is offering a $25,000 reward for information about the case. 37-year-old Michael McClellan is in custody in Citrus County after an armed standoff in Homosassa on Friday. After several hours of negotiations, McClellan surrendered and was taken into custody. A woman's body was found inside the home. A Volusia County man was arrested on Thursday for going more than 120 miles per hour in a 70 miles per hour zone. Since July 1st, at least 26 drivers have been arrested under the new law, which criminalizes excessive speeding or anyone driving over 100 miles per hour. According to officials, the motorcycle rider, 25-year-old Douglas Brown, was taken to jail and given a $500 bond, and his motorcycle was impounded.
Rooster!
Damn, Rooster. I'm Tim Atkins.
It's Ryan and Denny here.
Check us out on the Ryan Gorman Show, Monday morning at 5.
On News Radio WFLA.
Did you tell Fogel what's going on?
No major issue reported on the main highways and roads of Tampa Bay at this time, including I-275 north and south, and this does include the Howard Franklin and the Skyway bridges at this time. If you're heading in between counties, no issues on the Gandy or for the Campbell either. This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Need better sleep? This Labor Day weekend, upgrade to premium.
It'll all work out, man. It always does. Getting people in here. Were you trying to text somebody?
Yeah, Rooster.
Yeah.
I've got an interview set up to open this next segment, so I will try to get to you when I'm done with the interview. Thanks for calling in.
Talk to text.
Why the fuck would you write it all out when you can talk it? Now that's dumb, motherfucker.
Jeez. It's easy to set you off this morning, huh?
I'm just saying. I didn't turn it off.
Oh, that's funny. Good morning, Captain Jerry Rathie. Happy birthday, buddy.
Seriously, you're not supposed to talk to text now?
No, you can talk to text if you want. I'm not gonna not make fun of you for it.
Okay, bro. You use the technology, you don't use the technology, you take shots either way. What the hell, bro? I was on the cutting edge there. Instead of typing it all out, you just talk to it and it puts it in there for you. Damn. Can't win for losing over here.
It's Captain Jerry's birthday today.
Jerry Rathie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, happy birthday, Jerry. He's a great fisherman.
Mm-hmm.
Fishy cat. Yeah, I don't know what was up this week, man. It just, everywhere we went, it was just not. I mean, the triple tail bite was good, but I can only do that so long.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't just sit for 4 hours and go can to can doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It just bores me to tears. You know, I'm this bored with it. My customers got to be bored with it. You know, once you catch, 15 triple tail doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Throw it at the
Gotta
buoy,
mix it up.
goes by the buoy. Oh, here comes the triple tail. He ate the shrimp. You know what I mean? I mean, it's cool. Especially, I like doing it with people who've never done it.
Mm-hmm.
You'll catch them a couple. But, it's not like in Tampa Bay you're going to catch 30-pounders.
And we'd love to have you join the conversation on True Crime Tonight. We are live Sunday through Thursday night, 10 p.m. on iHeartRadio's Mix 100.7.
Avoid the stress of listing your home market.
I'll send this to Jim Fogel as well.
All cash.
And of course, he calls it right now.
Real estate. That's right, we're here. Don't worry about repainting your stuck-up walls or.
Oh, dude, we had a pelican stuck in the tree at Conception.
Nice.
Fishing line himself.
Yeah.
Up in the tree. And I could not get to him. We tried. Even my mate's like, well, I can climb up there. I'm like, hell no. No.
When you have that kind of thing around Port DeSoto, let me know, because I can send our boat over there. It's taller. And that we do it with customers on board as part of the trip.
I don't know if you could have got in there. Conception? It's pretty shallow.
Sure.
I mean, how much water you draft?
Those ferry boats, not much.
Oh, no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe like 14, 16 inches.
You might have got in there then. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it was high tide. I just couldn't get to it. I didn't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was up.
We put the bow right into the mangroves to get those pelicans.
I did the same thing.
People love it.
I still just couldn't. Yeah, I'm sure they do. I just could not get to them. So I called Fogel because I wasn't sure, I wasn't sure he wanted to call FWC or who to call.
There's an FWC reporting hotline.
He sent me some bird rescue thing.
A lot of the bird rescue people don't have boats, so when they get calls, they'll end up calling us.
I got you. Yeah. I should have called you because I was like,
the following is a commercial program paid for by Rural Animals Fishing. The opinions, viewpoints, and promises made during the following program are not those of WFLA AM, staff, management, or parent company
Media Incorporated. Welcome to the Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio Show, your weekly voyage into Florida fishing. Presented by Hubbard's Marina, hosted by Captain Mike Anderson and Captain Dylan Hubbard.
Welcome back, 7:07 here, the Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio Show. Hour number 2 kicking off. Hopefully your Saturday is off to a blessed start. Going to be a rainy one, so keep your eyes in the sky there if you are headed out on the water. As promised, we are going to go to the phones. I know we have talked a little bit the last couple weeks about this big rock mine project going on, or trying to go on, or not going on, or going on in the Everglades, and I just don't know enough about it.
Yeah.
As Dylan and I both stated, was, to some of you callers asking about it, I just don't know all the details. So you know what we did? We went and got the guy who's going to know a little bit more about the details, at least his perspective on it, the perspective of our friends at Captains for Clean Water, all the great things they do down there in South Florida. Let's check in here with Captain Chris Whitman and get a bird's eye view of Captains for Clean Water's take on exactly what this rock mine is going to do or not going to do, or why it's happening, all that good stuff. Chris, how are you, brother?
I'm good. How are you, Mike?
I'm good, man. I'm really glad you could take a little time for us and try to walk us through this. I don't have a bunch of time, but I wanted to at least give you a segment here to kind of give some of our people, Captains for Clean Water's view on this whole rock mine issue down in the Glades and what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate you guys giving us the time. A lot of people are really up in arms about this thing and concerned about it. As you know, for the last almost 10 years now, Captains has been pushing and fighting to stop those damaging discharges to the east and west coast from the discharges from Lake Okeechobee.
Yep.
And the main component to do so there is that 6a-8a reservoir, the Everglades reservoir that'll take that water and send it south. And it's under construction now. The state just took over the responsibilities of managing the construction to speed that timeline up.
Nice.
Dylan was up in Tallahassee with us a couple of years ago, fighting that Senate bill that would have delayed that project. And so what we have now, last year, the sugar industry had sued the Army Corps of Engineers over the water and over the operations of that reservoir, saying, that $4 billion taxpayer reservoir, that they should get access to the water in it instead of the Everglades. They lost that suit at the appellate level, the 16th Circuit in Atlanta. And so there was then a change in policy in Tallahassee on how unsolicited proposals what process they would move through. And 24 hours after that change went into law, this project, this rock mine, was the first project to come through. And basically what they're proposing now is to build a 8,600-acre rock mine, so they'd be mining limestone for the next 40 years, directly next to that Everglades reservoir. And that Everglades reservoir is not a hole in the ground. It's an above ground, because our water table in Florida is right below the ground. So to store water, you have to build up. So they build this massive 35-foot tall embankment. And you can imagine what 40 years of dynamite blasting next to a reservoir like that could do. It could cause it to leak. Also, it can change the hydraulic pressure within the ground, within the aquifer, and cause it to seep just through the ground. And so there's a lot of concerns of how could this affect both the reservoir and the ecology of that area there. And those concerns have been raised by the Army Corps of Engineers, who is the state's partner in Everglades restoration. Those same concerns have been raised by members of Congress, dozens of conservation organizations, scientists, and thousands of Floridians. And despite that, because of how we know politics works in Florida all too well, that rock mine has moved through the process at an expedited rate. And it's gone through the West Palm Beach County Commission, which is where it needs to get the zoning approval and permitting. It's supposed to be analyzed by the South Florida Water Management District, but they have not even begun their real analysis of that proposal yet. And despite the fact that they haven't done an analysis yet, it is now at the Department of Environmental Protection, where they intend to issue the permit. And if that permit gets issued for phase one of that rock mine, they can go ahead and start mining, regardless of if the Water Management District has done an analysis to determine if this will cause harm. And so
That's wild.
That's the reason we're concerned. The other part of this is that the mining in that area is prohibited unless it is for the purpose of creating a water resource project. So what they've done is they've called this a water resource project. They're saying what they're doing is building another reservoir.
Right.
And they've said, Captains has pushed for more capacity to send water south, and that's absolutely true. And we will continue to support that. And if this project actually did that, we would support it, but it doesn't. What they're proposing is to mine rock down to, 15, 16 foot deep. And after 40 years, what you are left over with is a hole in the ground that's already full of water because it's in the ground. So you can't take more water out of Lake Okeechobee and put it into – you can't take a full glass and put more water into it.
Right.
In order for it to store more water, it would have to be above ground. That's why the EAA reservoir is above ground. And so that land, it has a couple of impacts. That land could be extreme. It'd be the perfect location for those STAs that you guys know about, all the waterfowl hunters like myself like to hunt. If that was 8,600, if they were proposing, hey, we're running out of soil here, we can't farm sugar anymore, which is the case. They're hitting cap rock. We want to do something else. What's the next land use for this land? If they were proposing to either sell it to the state for a profit or go into a partnership with the state as like a dispersed water project to turn it into an STA, we would support that 100%. The problem is, because an STA, you could build that STA in a couple of years and have a functioning, and that's the other part of Everglades restoration is the real limit is it has two parts: water conveyance, it's moving water through the system, and then water quality. It has to clean that water.
Yeah.
And so the EAA reservoir is a big water supply, but those STAs are the kidneys, are the filters.
Sure.
And so right now that reservoir has a 6,800 acre filter marsh that will clean the water, but the limiting capacity, we can't just add more water storage without being able to clean it. If that was the case, we could take water right from Lake Okeechobee and just send it south, but we can't. We need more filter marsh. And so a 15-foot deep hole in the ground does not provide benefit without having additional filter marsh, additional STA. And so this proposal brings no benefit. It brings tremendous amount of threat to a $4 billion reservoir project.
Right.
And it's a guise to allow for rock mining by calling it a water resource project. And it's in fact a 40-year, limestone rock mine.
I might actually, it's perfect timing because I got about a minute left. That's crazy. You do such a good job putting it into context. It makes sense because I never thought about the mining project with all that, what it could do to the reservoir. And
it's interesting that they do this mining project. They get to make money selling the soil out of the rock mine, but then their caveat, their justification is we're going to give it to the state after we're done. It's like, hey, let us do this, and we're going to give you this land. And it's interesting.
After we're done with it, and it's no good,
after we made our money off of it.
You're right, and that they're projecting to make $800 million off the limestone. There's another caveat that's even more mind-blowing. They're going to go to the state and ask the taxpayers to pay for the excavation. They are seeking appropriations. So not only do they want approval to mine limestone in the Everglades right next to that infrastructure project,
so they get
that the Army Corps of Engineers who's building that project says, hey, we're concerned this will damage this project, but they want the taxpayers to pay for it. This same thing happened with the C-51 project, which was proposed exactly the same, a rock mine turned into a reservoir. It's cost the taxpayers over $300 million as we sit here this morning.
So you get paid subsidies for your sugar. Might as well get subsidies for your rock mine too.
Right.
They got to figure it out.
Captain Chris,
yes.
Tell everybody how they can get behind Captain for Clean Water and support you guys. What's the best way for people to get in touch with you guys and become a part of it?
We need everybody's help here. If you follow us on social, if you don't, go to our social media or our website, captainsforcleanwater.org, and take action. We have right now a letter to the governor. It'll take you less than 30 seconds. click those emails, send those emails to the governor and the secretary of DEP, asking the governor to instruct DEP to not issue that permit on August 11th, and give the Water Management District ample time to analyze this proposal.
And one thing I did have a question about is I'm not super knowledgeable on this facet of things as much as you are by any means, but in talking to people and trying to do my research, it seems like there's some disagreement. I mean, I've heard that Bonefish Tarpon Trust, who I consider to be on the pretty conservative side of things, is supportive of the rock mine, and I've heard CCA as well. So I'm confused where we see this like dichotomy between groups.
Well, I have not seen an official support by BTT for the rock mine.
I got you.
Anywhere.
So it's behind closed doors kind of thing.
Well, that could be, but I will tell you that Phillips and Jordan, which is the contracting company that is Sugar's, it's Florida Crystals and U.S. Sugar's partner.
Mm-hmm.
Phillips and Jordan is their partner. They're the one that stand to make the money off this project. They also recently, the day before they issued this proposal, they became a major partner of BTT as far as giving them money. So I don't know. I don't want to make any accusations there, but I do know that they are a sponsor of Bonefish Tarpon Trust, so I would think that may conflict out some.
Interesting.
that may put somebody in a difficult position there. It's on BTT's website. Phillips and Jordan as a partner. So I don't know.
Phillips and Jordan is playing a bunch of games then, trying to get everybody to think that they're all in on the fishing side and the love side and the. Because they're sponsoring a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to call anybody out by names, but I'm sure you've seen it in other places as well. So they're spending.
You're absolutely right, Mike, and that's the game special interest doing. They basically try to get you maybe not to come out and support something, but just don't oppose it. It's the whole reason why Captains doesn't take money and go for grants from Tallahassee for state money, because at that point when you have a 2508 come up and you've got a couple $100,000 coming from Tallahassee and the legislature goes, hey, don't jeopardize your grant money by making a ruckus over this issue. We don't want to be hamstrung and handcuffed on doing the right thing. And
we want to hold a protest on the stairs of the Capitol. That was a lot of fun.
So, it's just that's the double-edged sword that comes with, having support. And so I don't know, and I'm not going to speak for BTT. I haven't heard that they support the project. I think it would be good for you guys to ask them directly that. But I do know that Phillips and Jordan is a sponsor of theirs.
Interesting. Great call, Chris. We look forward to talking to you tomorrow. I really appreciate your time and very eye-opening. That's why I wanted to go to the source and see what I could find out. And as usual, you deliver. So well done. Thank you, my friend.
Hey, thank you, guys. Great to talk to y'all.
All right, buddy.
Good to see you, buddy.
Thanks, pal. Good stuff right there. Wow. We got Capt. Jim Fogle. We've got my good friend Rooster Curry. We're going to try to get you guys here on the other side. Very, very interesting stuff right there. It'll be interesting to see what old Richard on the South Shore says about wow. Wow. What a spin. The Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio Show. We'll be back. Trust, a company that is clean, honest, trustworthy, reasonably priced, and shows up on time. Captain Mike Anderson here for Titan Plumbing and Electric. My friend Joe Gennaro is the owner, and I've known him.
That's wild.
Ain't that some shit, bro?
Huh.
Ain't that some shit? I guess you get late in your career and you just take money from anybody no matter what. Because that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
That's some shady ass shit.
Yeah. That is.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
That's crazy.
Be right back, guys. Bathroom break.
Listen, everybody, all of our
Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
I could not believe how much. It's crazy.
Woo. That's interesting, though. There's a lot of meat in that thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't thought about them. I'm going to put it right next to the freaking reservoir and start blowing shit up.
But they are going to give it back. So
it won't be any good once they give it back.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even think about that. It ain't no good.
Why would it be full of water just from rain?
Yeah, because your water level is going to be right there.
Then how do you mine limestone out of it if it's filling with water? I feel like it wouldn't fill with water until you're done with the mine.
I don't think that's how it works down there. I think everything's wet.
I don't know
it's
either.
The glades, right?
I don't know how it works.
I don't know either.
I'm not a rock miner.
I'm not even a rocket scientist. We're going to need to talk about Marina too. So I'll see you.
All right.
Welcome back. 7:26 here. We're going to take some callers here. We're going to try to get Rooster Curry, and he's been on hold here a long time. And then we're going to try to get to Jim Fogle. If we don't get Jim, we'll get him here as we get into our next big segment. Got to get that Visit St. Pete Clearwater Safe Boating tip in for sure. Let's check in with our good friend Captain Rooster Curry down at beautiful Anna Maria Island, one of my dearest friends on the planet. How are you, my brother?
Doing good, Mike. How are you, bud?
I'm good. I heard you're going fishing today.
I got Ben here right now cooking him an egg.
What?
And,
you got to feed him first.
You got to feed him and take him fishing.
I don't know if you got enough eggs for Big Ben Marshall.
Well, I got to feed him or else he gets ugly.
Oh, I know. No doubt.
I don't have any cornbread.
I hear you, buddy. So I heard you had a pretty good week of fishing down there, huh? Bite's been good?
Yeah. Been just messing with the trout. We're going out on a pontoon boat today and just drift the flats. And,
okay.
There's the fry hatch is loaded on the flats, and we're might pick up some of those and do a little mangrove snapper fishing too.
Are you throwing artificials, Rooster?
Yeah, I'm throwing artificials for the trout.
What are you catching them
on? You remember the old love lures?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the tandem.
Yeah.
That's mainly what I'm using.
Oh, nice. Okay, old school.
And I would say a third of the time you're catching a double on them.
Oh wow, nice. How much water are you looking for down there?
About 3 or 4 feet.
Okay, so not super deep.
And then, not super deep. And then if it gets hot, then I go fish the channel edges.
Okay.
And that deeper water, 6-7 foot.
Nice.
But, we've been doing very well.
Good. So are you tying your own love lure setup?
Well, I can, but they don't make love lures anymore.
No. So how are you getting them?
DOA makes a tandem rig.
Oh, okay. Nice. There you go.
And I at a garage sale, I found a tackle box that had about 6 or 7 love lures in it.
Yeah.
So, the plastics get eat up, but the rig stays intact. So I just put another tail on it. Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Rooster, I'm up against the break, brother. Good to hear your voice. Take care, Captain Ben. We need him tomorrow.
All right. Cornbread.
Cornbread. See you, buddy. Thank you, sir. Good stuff right there. Yeah, Rooster Curry. Yeah.
You gotta feed him before you take him fishing.
In case you couldn't tell, that's what he calls it when I call him. He answers the phone. What's up, cornbread? We got Captain Jim Fogel. Visit St. Pete, Clearwater. Safe boating tip of the week up on the other side. We'll be back. The Bartow Ford Real Animals
From the local Lexus dealers, WFLA News Desk. This is News Radio WFLA.
He's a great guy.
Full-time guy?
Yeah. I mean, he was in an accident, got hit on the water by a sailboat. Sailboat hit him in the fog and jacked him up pretty bad. He had a bunch of back issues, so he's just now getting kind of back up and running.
Nice.
Yeah. Great dude. Great dude.
A blowboater hit him, huh?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's why they're in the pontoon boat and not in the other boat, because the other boat got wrecked.
How fast was the sailboat going?
Fast enough. That was good, bro.
Dang.
Big sailboat, yeah.
The rocket is scheduled to lift off from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station just after 9 this morning. With Florida's news, I'm Tim Atkins.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And he's like you said, he's just a world. One of Ben's dearest friends. Ben's known him since they were kids. They were kids together.
And Rooster is Apollo Beach area?
Rooster is Lakeland and Anna Maria.
Anna Maria.
Owns a ranch out there off Schoolhouse Road, right where Bull Bay is, on the same road. He owns a big, beautiful house and like a barn with a commercial kitchen. He's a great cook. Great cook. And then
the last name like Curry, you got to be a cook.
Yeah. And then David Curry, everybody calls him Rooster. He owns a house on Anna Maria, the house that Beth and I use for the holiday for Labor Day every year. That's his house.
Nice.
He doesn't like Anna Maria on the holidays, so he gets out. He doesn't hang out there, and his kids don't want it for the holiday because it's too busy. So I take the boat down. Beth comes down by car, and then he rents it out part of the year to some long-term renters, like for 5 months or something. But it's always open for Labor Day weekend, so he started asking us if we wanted it. I go down and I usually bring him rods and reels, restock him up with some new gear because he won't take any money. I leave a couple $100 for a cleaning lady. It's great. It's really a nice little place, yeah.
That's awesome.
It's been all redone now because of the storm. They got beat up pretty good with the storm. But he's a great guy. Good fisherman, too. Really good, really fishing. Yeah, Ben and I would hunt in Americus. He would get us up to a lease in Americus, and he would like put us in our stands in the morning, and then go back, take a little nap, and then cook all day. So we'd come in from the hunt, and there'd be just food everywhere.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's perfect. He's a great guy to have a deer camp because if he did hunt, he'd hunt at night out of his truck, on a field somewhere, just looking for one to shoot, but he didn't really care. So he was more about the food. Yeah, I got to get those tickets from you, and we need to talk about that.
Yeah, I hear you.
Look them up online at brandonac.net and find out for yourself why Ace Heating and Cooling is the easy choice for the real animals fishing community.
At Wesley Chapel Lexus, we treat our customers like family. This is one of the nicest dealerships I've ever been at. Everything was so smooth, and I felt like I was part of the family.
Chris said, thanks for having me on, buddy. Here's the announcement that Phillips and Jordan sponsorship of BTT. I don't want to speak for them as I believe they do some really good work and have some incredible staff. I've not heard that they support the rock mine. I think that would be a great question to ask them publicly. Thanks again. Talk to you guys tomorrow.
Hey, Lightning fans, Paul Porter here. When it comes to replacing your home's
Ask Kelly Ralston to call in. She's like the voice of BTT, right? Yeah. She was with ASA and moved to BTT.
Fair pricing, install inspection, and customer satisfaction every time. Trust the leader in exteriors. Schedule your free consultation now at FASWD.com. Innovative Tools and Spa brings you over 35 years.
I don't like all that red tape bullshit. People know shit's wrong. Well, that's just the way it's written. Fuck that. Everybody can stand in a room and look at one another in the eye and go, yeah, it's fucked up. I don't give a fuck how it's written. Yeah. Put some smart people in the room and unwrite it. It's fucking stupid. Yeah. Wasn't thought out well when they did it. You know, it's like the Magnuson-Stevens Act. It wasn't thought out well when they did it.
It was thought out well when they did it, the Magnuson-Stevens Act, but what happened is that was back in 1976. The times change. And
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now
it doesn't apply
right,
to
it was
modern
thought out well
recreation.
for back then, but
Yeah.
right, it doesn't apply, so why are we still fucking with it?
MSA was written to keep foreign fleets out of our domestic U.S. territorial waters, and it did a really good job at that.
100%. At that time, really good, but you know, now we shouldn't be. Yeah. We should be smart enough to get in a room and go, okay.
The problem is MSA is a federal doctrine, so the only way to reauthorize MSA is to reopen it in today's modern Congress and Senate. And those idiots can't agree on whether the sky's blue or not. So it's like, how do you expect them to work through a contentious fisheries document like that?
Yeah, it's no good.
Frustrating.
100%.
Scary.
Little big Kobe, full shirt, really high-class shirt.
This is the Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio Show, presented by Hubbard's Marina. Now your captains, Mike Anderson and Dylan Hubbard.
Welcome back. 7:36 here at the iHeartMedia Empire. Hope everyone is having a great Saturday morning, or at least getting started on your Saturday morning. Again, talking roofing, weather, lots of rain. You know this is when it happens. August, September, things get brutal out there. Hopefully your roof is in good shape. Maybe you need a repair. Maybe you need a whole new roof. Nobody does it better than Affordable Roofing System. Shingle, metal, tile, flat roofs. They do them all, and they do them better than the rest. Give them a call today at 1-888-397-ROOF. Get your free estimate or visit them online at affordableroofingflorida.com. They are definitely the choice of the Real Animals Fishing Team. Dylan's roof, Captain Big Ben Marshall's roof, repairs on my roof after the last storm.
My
all
neighbor.
done. Yeah, your neighbor. All done by Affordable Roofing Systems, and everyone was happy with them. So give them a call today. Let's get this safe boating tip in here, and then we're going to talk to Richard on the South Shore. Captain Jim Fogel, U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary Captain Extraordinaire. We appreciate you hanging on through that, buddy.
Sure, guys, sure. Yeah, busy morning. All right, I want to talk real quick about rescuing from a boat. It goes back to when you were a kid, they taught you about reach, throw, or go. Well, rescuing a person in the water, such as a skier or somebody that falls out of your boat accidentally, you want to make sure you approach them into the wind. You don't want the wind blowing the boat down over the top of the person in the water. That's not a good thing. Do not go in the water to assist unless you have on a life jacket and you are attached to the boat with a rope. Please don't get in the water, just jump in the water and try to help. Turn off the engine. Do not leave it in neutral. It is too easy to accidentally bump it into gear.
No doubt.
So make sure that engine is off. When you get beside the person in the water, get a line and a life jacket to them or a boat hook. No gaffs, please. That's really tacky. If the person in the water is too tired to climb into the boat and the person in the boat is too large for the person to assist them that's in the boat, you need to tie a big bowline around their waist or around your waist and then slip it over them in the water and tie them off to the boat until you can get assistance. That sounds tough, but we've had some people drowned over the past few years hanging on to the side of the boat or hanging on to the dive platform, but they're too tired to climb in the boat and they're too big to be assisted by the person in the boat. They've drowned right on the edge of the boat.
Yeah, that would be
so
brutal.
that's why that's why we teach tying a big old bowline, putting it over their head, under their arms, and then just tying them off to a cleat so we can call for help or somebody comes to give us a hand. And we had a crewman die a couple of years ago trying to assist some kids that were in the water. I think it was out of Paso Grill.
Yep, Paso Grill Channel. The Jaguar.
Yeah, Yeah, the crewmen and the people in the water drowned, so that did not help anybody any good. Anyway,
no doubt.
All right, guys, you get the picture.
Good stuff.
Also, one other thing, if a person falls out of your boat into the water accidentally while you're running, the reason that throwable is supposed to be out is so you can toss it out immediately. Immediately. Don't wait till you turn the boat around and go back. Throw the float out. Even if it's not near the person in the water, it acts as a datum, and it'll assist you in seeing where that person fell out of the boat. Because if you're running 30 miles an hour and a person falls out of the boat and it's choppy, you're going to lose them if you're not paying close attention. All right, guys.
Good stuff,
Appreciate
Jimmy.
the show. For the Coast Guard Auxiliary in St. Pete, Jim Fogel, be safe out there.
Thank you,
Thanks,
brother.
buddy.
Safe boating tip brought to you by our good friends at Visit St. Pete Clearwater. If you haven't visited there, shame on you. One of my favorite places on the planet. Let's check in here real quick with our good friend Richard on the South Shore. Richard, how are you?
I'm doing good this morning. I'm glad to hear y'all are blowing up this big sugar thing. I'm driving up to the studio there. I want to see him hustle Dylan out of the studio with the raincoat over his head.
I knew it was coming.
The white Bronco as it heads over the bridge.
But I'll tell you what, there's some pieces of this I did not know. But from now, it kind of fills out all my squares for me. They're wanting taxpayers to help pay for digging a big hole in the ground so they can sell the rock, and in 30 years, they'll give this big hole in the ground full of water to the state.
They're so good of them. Nice of them.
Yeah, that's it. It sounds like it in a nutshell,
right.
But I appreciate you guys looking into it.
Yeah, we're gonna have him, Chris. I got Chris both days. We're gonna have him tomorrow at 8 a.m. as well to kind of go over the same thing he went. I know some listeners listen on Saturday, some on Sunday. I want to make sure we got as much of this information out there as we could. And again, Dylan and I talked this week like we often do during the week, and neither one of us were really up to speed on exactly what was going on there. Again, we talked a little bit about it at ICAST, but I was just trying to get a better feel for it. And there's always multiple sides to all these things, the Bonefish Trust, CCAs, look at it. Captains for Clean Waters look at it. I knew Chris would shoot at us, from their perspective, and I wanted to get that out there. So, hopefully it helps.
Or you can get on to chime in, the better. But the thing that kind of got me interested is they're pushing this as an environmental project,
right?
Which I do not see Big Sugar doing.
Well, you have to push it as an environmental project in order to get any buy-in from the state or from DEP, because that area is so environmentally sensitive. So if you pitch it as an environmental project, then all right, yeah, they're basically
possibly states or possibly taxpayers support it.
Yeah, the way they're pitching it, the way they're justifying it is, hey, we're gonna build a reservoir. But we're going to build a reservoir by creating a rock mine. We're going to take the dirt out of the ground and we're going to sell it. So it's going to pay for itself to build a reservoir. That's kind of how I was
right. And the actual way to clean the water up is filter it through the marshes as opposed to putting it into a big hole. And they're on top of that. Well, I'm going to let somebody else chime in here. Once again, appreciate y'all bringing this up.
You bet, brother. Good call. Thank
stuff.
you. Yeah, it's really interesting. So, and actually, he brought it up. Richard brought it up. He fired us up to dig into it. So, our callers helping us out like they always do. Richard does a good job of that. So, let's
keeps us on the straight and narrow.
That's right. We need all the help we can get.
He loves manatees
because we crooked. Let's check in with the Mad Snooker himself, Captain Dave Pomerleau, he just loves to send me pictures of giant snook that he caught the night before. Taunts
That's
me.
how it does.
That was a little one.
Oh, that was a little one. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Well, how big
It was
was
okay, but no, actually, you're saying you had a tough week. Well, Thursday evening was tough. I mean, it was all we could do to get 17 snook in 6 hours, and that's slow. I mean,
Mike's going to hang up on you now.
I can't reach the dump button, but I'm trying to reach the dump button.
The dump button.
I think I caught 17 trout on one of my trips this week.
Well, it's just, when I'm strictly targeting snook at night, we should have got more, but they just wouldn't bite. I mean, we got It took us 6 hours to get 17 of them to the boat. Well, I got rained out last night, and I went to a movie I went to dinner and a movie with a date, and by the time that movie was over with and she would stop talking through the movie, I quickly realized why she was single. But
let me ask you a question. When you go through a night like that, where full moon, they should be eating at night, you got good moving water, what is it that you think slowed that bite down for you? Because that's what happens to me when I'm out there and have a week like I had. And again, we caught some fish, caught some triple tail, we caught some redfish, we caught some, trout. It wasn't great, but we caught a few fish, but just not what you think it should be. What were the factors you think that slowed your bite down when you thought you should have done better?
I think the water's, number one, the water's hot. It's very hot.
It's hot. That's what I keep thinking, too.
There was a lot of rain in the area I was fishing in. The water was kind of murky. The water was hot. Rain cooled a little bit, but after the storms cleared out and we got on the water, the barometer went up real high, and it got steady, and that moon was straight right over. It wasn't a breath of wind. It was zero gusting to zero, and it just was still.
Yeah,
and
still.
And the fish we caught them on the tide change, and they bit for about an hour. Then they just shut down. But the big, we got one about 36 inches, and then it just we couldn't. We missed a few others, but it just wasn't a really good bite.
Right.
Now you saw that contraption I showed you that I got to take you out to do, where it's 2-3 o'clock in the morning. You got a gin clear incoming tide and 50, 100, 150 feet behind the boat, 30 feet deep. You're wearing a set of goggles with your phone in it. Basically, it looks like a swim mask with your phone in it, like a 3D game you play. And you're looking at the snook that are laying on the bottom 150 feet behind the boat in 30 feet of water at 3 o'clock in the morning or feet behind the boat, and you literally watch them with the infrared lights on the display, and your head's up. Eat your bait.
That's crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is
I got it. I came up with that on my own. I had to piece and part it all together, but it's cool. I got to take it. I don't really want to put that and show that cat because it makes it way too easy. But I got to take you. I got to take you to do that next July for sure. But
yeah,
it sounds fun. But
that's like
I was
what
just
we talked
talking to
about.
Cliff. I said, Cliff, I'm on hold with the guys, and Cliff was telling me, Cliff caught a mangrove snap with you guys that's close to 13 pounds.
Yeah. He's a mangrove snapper angler. He's got one of the biggest ones. Yeah. Yeah, it was 12.9 or something. I still have a photo of it. It's one of the best photos of a mangrove snapper I have because he caught it at it was either sunrise or sundown, and the sky is lit up orange behind him.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful photo.
Nice.
I know exactly
absolutely.
what fish you're talking about.
Yeah, it was a beautiful fish, and Cliff was always saying nothing but good stuff about all the good folks at Hubbard's Marine, and he tries to send you as much business as he can, but he's a great guy. But I just enjoy listening to the show this morning. You've had some fantastic callers, and I'm going to let somebody get off the line here to let somebody else get on the phone.
Tell everybody how they can reach you, especially if they fished with me this week and they actually want to go with the captain who catches fish. How do they get a hold of you?
I have my slow nights, brother, but it's just madsnooker.com. It's real simple. But you guys, tight lines, and keep up the great work. This radio show is awesome.
Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you, pal. Have a great week. He is good people right there, the Mad Snooker. Yeah.
Someone wants to actually catch fish.
Somebody wants to actually catch fish. I've done that before.
Leaning into it,
I've been on the water. Like your buddy will call you and say, "Hey man, we're crushing them over here pretty good." I'm like, "All right, cool, man. You got room? Yeah, come on in." And you get over there and you don't catch any. Like you're right there fishing the same holes, and they just keep catching them. And I'd be like, "Hey man, you got a card? What? I'm like, "Yeah, my guys want to know if they can book a trip with you next week." She just sometimes that voodoo gets on you, bro. You just can't shake it off no matter what you do. You're just like, it's my day to not catch fish.
Yeah, I mean it's all part of it, right?
Oh, it is. I've been doing this a long time.
You got to keep them safe. Got to keep them happy.
Some days, no matter
fish is a bonus.
Some days, no matter where I go, no matter what I do, you look like a genius. Like, wow, you're amazing.
Sometimes you're the windshield. Sometimes you're the bug.
100%. This week, pretty buggy. That was pretty buggy this week, there's no doubt. We'll be back wrapping things up on the other side. The Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just search Reese.
That's terrible. You know who I had on the boat this week? That was cool. Phil Alessi. You ever heard of Alessi's Bakery in Tampa?
Yeah, very familiar.
Very familiar. Yeah. Phil was on the boat this week, and
Did he bring breakfast?
oh, dude, I took so much food home it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like the minute I saw him, I'm like, oh, there goes the diet.
I'm about to carb up today, boys.
Yeah, yeah. Cubans, and I was up in the tower. We were triple tail fishing, and he's like, "Here." I'm like, "Thanks, Phil." It's great. I'm like, "Oh man."
Yeah,
So
pastries.
Oh, bro, so good. He's got a new place. They're building a new place, a new bakery. It's going to be this whole new food thing. 120 seats, all kinds of crazy, right by the old one.
Dang.
So, yeah, he's a really neat guy.
They got a place in Pinellas too.
Do they?
I believe so.
Oh no.
Let's see.
I think they're Tampa based.
Yeah, maybe not. It's all in Tampa. No. Yeah.
I think so. 53 years or something. They've been in Tampa. He's a fishy cat too. He was a little bored, I think. We were just catching triple tail. But the rest of my bite was
I should not have gone to this website.
Bro, they do it up, dude. I still think Silver Ring makes the best Cuban I've ever had. But Alessi, it's up there. I mean, dude, that thing probably had that much meat on it. I mean, it was fat.
That's what Cubans. I'm always hesitant to order one because I love Cuban sandwiches, but often, a majority of the time, the bread overwhelms the meat.
Yeah, right. You don't put enough meat on it.
Yeah,
I agree. Oh. Yeah, I need to remind me to talk about visits in nuclear.
Mm-hmm. Deep tropical moisture.
That's right.
That's what we're taking on the chin. Amanda Hawley's filling. What's her name? I wonder.
She's new.
She's new.
Pretty new.
Yeah, because Amanda took the top spot, so they probably hired that girl to fill in Amanda's spot. World's Ugliest Dog Contest? That's awesome. It's a slow news morning, guys.
Yeah,
they're showing the World's Ugliest Dog Contest.
There's actually lots of things they could talk about. They just choose not to. It's only slow because they want it to be.
Barters and James came out with a new wine cooler flavor. It's called Mullet Madness. Yeah, somebody, I forget where it was. It might have been during the Sunday show. They were like, oh, they got new, Mike's got his Zimas on ice.
Welcome back. Wrapping things up here this morning.
OCC Roadhouse Real Animals Fishing Conversation. Again, always the fourth Tuesday of the month. August here. It's going to be August 26th, 7 to 9 p.m. Captain Jeff Hageman from the Florida Insider Fishing Report is going to be our guest. Make sure you come out and join us. Ingle Coolers, Bull Bay Rods, some Real Animal swag. Always some goodies to give away. Ice cold beer, really cool, good food.
Great food.
Wings
Killer
are good.
wings.
Yeah, the wings.
Great tacos.
Yeah, really good stuff.
Burgers are crazy.
Yeah, good stuff. Great location. OCC Roadhouse, Real Animals Fishing Conversation, Tuesday, August 26th. Make sure you put that in the calendar. Want to put a shout out to the great Derek DuBose for keeping us rocking and rolling. Also going to have The Real Animals podcast now is going to be up and available here. We'll let you know exactly when they are available, but you will be able to podcast Real Animals shows through iHeart during the week. So if you miss it, you'll be able to check into the podcast. I think we're going to do a little bit of each show on the podcast, the Saturday and Sunday show. I think we're going to do a podcast of a little of both so that you can get
so you can decide for yourself. A versus B.
Well, Dylan loves to play that card, boy.
They started it.
They did. I'm Switzerland.
Yeah.
I stay in the middle. I like both my boys. I like all my fellas.
I'm outnumbered.
So good.
Mike won't have my back, so I'm outnumbered.
You're plenty big to hold your own, okay? You don't need anybody to have your back. Okay? If you don't threaten Mahoney's life, he won't shoot you. And Ben doesn't want to fight anyone, so you're good. You're in good shape.
I'll be all right. I'll survive.
Exactly. But anyway, podcast will be coming. We'll let you know exactly when all that is up and running, but I thought that was pretty cool. We're going to have the Real Animals podcast of the radio shows. We've got the other Real Animals podcast as well where we have guests come in, but this one's going to be of the show. So
nice.
Again, if you miss it and maybe you want to sleep in or you're out of town or something and don't get the show, you can podcast it here pretty soon, which would be cool.
There you go. Don't forget our friends over at Innovative Pools and Spa are currently running a pool special. Only $49,000. You get a 12 by 24 foot pool, and it's got high quality materials that stand the test of time. It includes polished pebble, top quality finish, and it includes Pent Air, top of the line equipment with construction quality that sets the bar with more concrete and rebar. So if you're looking for a pool, now's the time. Special, innovativepoolsandspa.net.
Super good people over there. They've been doing pools in the Bay Area for a long, long time and doing it the right way. Yeah, so really good people there. Great partner of the show. So Innovative Pools and Spas, make sure you check them out. That's a killer deal on a pool these days. Pools got really, really expensive. So when you get an opportunity to cash in, that's a good time to do it.
For sure. Yeah. And fishing's hot. It's a good time to get out there, take advantage of this beautiful week ahead. A little rainy this weekend, unfortunately. A lot of tropical moisture, but it's going to calm down and cool off a little bit this week. So take advantage of it. Just avoid maybe that peak midday where it gets a little still and a little bit tough. Yeah, try to get out there early or dusk, moonrise at night or moonset before moonset in the morning, and get out there and capitalize on that moving water.
Derek DeBose, you got any ideas on the game tonight? Just preseason, you don't care? We'll see if he'll talk.
Yeah, it's just preseason.
Just preseason, you don't care. All right, I get it. I can't do it.
Mike's the only one who's fired up.
I'm fired up. Man. We got football.
There's a lot of people like you.
I'm fired up. We got football.
It's a lot of people like you.
Shedeur Sanders last night. Did you see Shedeur last night?
No, I ain't see it.
Oh, man.
There's like 17 quarterbacks on that team.
Who cares? He lit it up. He played well.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought he played well. Again, it's a bland defense. They're not showing you anything, but he played well. He made the plays that he needed.
Was like 100, and then you got like 17 other quarterbacks.
Yeah. Some of them were hurt, so Shedeur got a shot, which I thought was cool. So he played well. So football season, boys and girls. It's all good. Hey, make sure you catch the show tomorrow morning, the T. Mahoney Company Real Animals Radio Show, 7 to 9 a.m. Myself, Capt. Big Marshall, and the legend Mike Mahoney will be talking fishing over there. We're also going to have, again, Chris Whitman from Captains for Clean Water again at 8 a.m. to talk more about this rock mine thing a little bit. So all good stuff. Have a great day on the water. Everybody be safe out there.
And don't forget to check out tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m., the live show on the Real Animals and Hubbard's Marina Facebook page. Get a chance to win $1,500 in free trips. And don't forget, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy.
And because I love you guys, because you're our loyal listeners and we care about you, I'm going to try to go to the Florida Keys this week and check it out and make sure it's safe for y'all.
We're so thankful for all the hard work.
I'm a giver. I'm a giver.
We're all aware.
If you weren't, I wanted to share it with you. Tight lines, everybody. Have a great week. We're out.
Yeah, you guys heard it here. Mike's very gracious, and he's going to go to the Keys for us. So
a giver.
Make sure you thank him. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night for another live stream show, and join us tomorrow morning for Real Animals Sunday. Y'all have a great day. Tight lines. Happy Saturday, and stay dry out there, y'all.
I'm a big child.